Hello. Today I'm going to be going over my antidepressant journey as such. I have been on two types of antidepressants, one group of them, because basically you have 4 different groups of them. I've only ever taken SSRIs, and the reason I'm making this video is because I'm currently weaning myself off of my second antidepressant. I started taking them October, I think, of 2022. I was 16, so I was put on them by the GP, which obviously they shouldn't really be doing at 16. It seemed quite like unprofessional. It went very south very quickly. The kind of symptoms I was already experiencing were very dark, so as they call them, fleeting thoughts. No plans, just thoughts. I wanted a way out, and therapy does not help me. The therapy that I need is a bit more complex than counselling, or what the school can offer me, or what the GP can offer me, what CAMS can offer me. So I went downhill and became pessimistic. I'm already a pessimistic person, but my mental health just took a massive dip. You can't just go on medication. You've got to try therapy first, and it was like my last resort. So I went on fluoxetine, 10 milligrams I think, and then I went up to 20. It did not agree with me whatsoever. I only lasted about 4 or 5 weeks on it. It takes at least probably a month and a half for them to really get in your system and stabilise, but if you think about it, 5 weeks is a long time to feel so low, and I already felt low before the medication, and the medication just somehow made me be worse. So not all medications, like antidepressants, are going to be helpful straight away, and you might have to go through them. It's exactly like going on the pill. I've been on 3 different types of the pill, I think, or 2, either 2 or 3, and I'm on one right now that seems to be okay. But it's the same with antidepressants. They are not just you go on them and that's that. They are like a bit of trial and error in that sense, that you don't know what your symptoms are going to be from it, and you literally have no idea how it's going to go. So I weaned myself off of those. I was on a fairly small dose anyway, and then through CAMS around April this year, I think it was, I started sertraline. Now this one has definitely taken the stereotypical effect that antidepressants are meant to have. And obviously, being 17 and being on these, you obviously have to be very careful with the kind of effects that they have on you, and just, yeah. So I got put on that. I think I was on 25 at first, went up to 50, then went up to 100. So I've been on 100 for a good probably 4 months, like 3-4 months. Like I was on 100 for a while, and I can only say the main symptom is I could not cry. I couldn't cry. I've started crying now ever since like weaning myself off. I was extremely numb. I lost all filter when communicating with people, and emotion and sympathy, empathy. I really struggle with showing empathy as normal anyways, but obviously on medication it really numbs you, so every single reaction you're giving isn't going to be as like portrayed in what you're doing. It's not going to like really stick out, and people won't be able to realize how you're feeling. And this is not to say that it will numb everyone, because everyone is completely different, but I say it's difficult. Also being in school, I'm lucky that my head of sixth form, them women are incredible, and they really help me, and like they know me, and they know if I need to go home I can go home, and I'm lucky to just have a good support system at school, because school can get very lonely, and I don't have a group of friends. I don't really have anything to like rely on, so I have them. So the woman I see at school every week, she is a gem. She just she is incredible the way she understands me. She understands me like a trauma specialist would, but obviously she isn't. She's school, like, she does CBT, but she is is doing a course on trauma-based CBT. So whether she can help me out or not, sertraline, yeah, has just mainly numbed me. It hasn't done too much. It's in a sense made me better, because I know that if I wasn't on the medication, I would be a lot more emotional, probably just really acting on my emotions. But I'm now coming off of it. So I've gone down to 50 so far. I went down to 75 for about a week and a bit, gone down to 50, and when I went down to 75, at first, obviously there's nothing, it takes a few days to like kind of take effect. I just started crying. I had a day, my boyfriend was over, and my boyfriend is the one person that I can really feel vulnerable around, and I was just crying like multiple times that day. And obviously I hadn't cried like properly in ages. Like, I hadn't felt that feeling like I need to cry, like the lump in your throat, and I had it. And the same thing has happened when he's come over the last couple of days. I've just had the lingering feeling of needing to cry, and I know it's because I know I can be vulnerable around him. Like, the few days between, like, when I came off of it, had a day with my boyfriend, was emotional as fuck, and then I had a few days, my mental state, let me tell you, fine, absolutely fine. I was literally like, what is going on? Because at the moment I feel perfectly fine. It's kind of scary. It's kind of a bit freaky, because I'm like, what's going on, for it to just click and be like, I'm fine. But when my boyfriend came round, I start getting emotional again, and I know that I need to let out and release some of the emotions that I clearly have had inside me for a while, and I need to let them out and just deal with these issues, whatever they are. But he's done an amazing job of looking after me, honestly, bless him. The only thing I can recommend is explore every other option before you turn to medication, because medication, you won't know how it will affect you until you take it. And obviously it balances chemicals in your brain. You might become more impulsive, you might become more like blunt and non-filtered, and you've just got, as long as you have the awareness of how you're being, you'll be okay. You don't want to go into it naive and thinking I'm fine, and you're acting like an absolute dick and you're not realizing it. You need to realize, if you're acting like a dick, okay, I'm acting like a dick, I'm sorry, I'm on medication, I know I don't really put there that I feel empathy or that I support you, but I do, I just can't express it. As long as you have that awareness of how you're being, I think it will help everyone around you just try and understand what you're going through, because it can numb you, it can make you worse, and just know that you can come off of it. Never cold turkey it though. If you're on a somewhat high dosage, always gradually come off. It just can cause a little bit more like complications with the side effects and withdrawal symptoms. As of now, I'm coming off of them, and whether I'll go back on them or not, I don't know, but now I know what they do. I want to deal with my emotions. As I'm becoming an adult, I'm maturing, I'm going to be out of education in like a good 7 months. That's scary. So I want to just take a break, focus on myself, try so hard to do it without medication. And I know I have reoccurring depression over the last probably like 4 or 5 years, so I just want to work on myself, and I know that I can go back on medication at some point, but now I know the effects of it, and I know I probably will be going through more depressive episodes, but it's all about distracting yourself. It's about your mindset. Your mindset is so crucial. My mindset has only just changed, and it's been very stubborn for like the last 5 years. It has been stubborn. Like, my mindset has been self-sabotage, just being blunt, keeping to myself, not telling people how I feel, trying to be strong and just acting like I don't care. And it's only just now that I'm slowly changing my mindset, thinking I should distract myself, I should go out, I should do this, I should do that. I've got books now that I'm sometimes reading just to like get myself away from it. I play Sims, which playing Sims actually is really good therapy for me, because I'm like, I'm living in a different world. So if you can play games that are kind of like simulators and you can like just escape, it's really good for you. Yeah, sorry, I keep touching my hair. But yeah, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting me. So if you need any support, you can leave a comment, message my Instagram. It's Sienna Shipley. I don't want anyone feeling alone. And medication, especially at a young age, can be quite daunting, especially with all like the pressure around you. Like obviously there are certain people that don't like and don't agree with medication, and there are some people that like praise it, but you need to make your own opinion on it and really go through whatever you go through on it to make your own opinion and just have your own experience. You know what to do with your mental health going forward. But yeah, thank you for watching.